guys, so there is something that I've been wanting to try for a long time, and when I say a long time I mean like years, but I've just kind of never dared to do it because I feel like there is a lot of risk involved, both like actual danger risk and just that it's gonna be painful. But now that summer's coming up, I just really want to try. I looked up a couple of videos on YouTube on how to do sugar waxing, sugaring, basically removing body hair using caramel. It's a hair removal method that has been around for thousands of years. It's one of the ancient ones, and it's a very effective method of removing body hair, and it's all natural. All you need is sugar and lemon juice. That's it. Apparently it's one of the better ways of removing hair, or kind of one of the best waxing methods, and also when performed well, one of the safest ways. I am all over all the kind of old and ancient beauty techniques, so today I'm gonna try sugar waxing. I'm gonna try and remove some body hair using caramel. It is pretty insane to me. We're just gonna try. So like I mentioned, I looked up some tutorials on YouTube by people who are more experienced in this. Don't think of this as a tutorial. I'm gonna try this for the very first time ever. If it works, then by all means, you know, do the same thing. If it doesn't work, think of this as entertainment. Great thing about this is though, if I fail, I can just eat it because it's literally caramel. Alright, so apparently I'm going to need 2 cups of sugar. That's a massive amount. A 1/4 cup of lemon juice and a 1/4 cup of water. I'm gonna whisk this together. Next step, I'm going to heat this over a medium heat. The key is not to undercook or burn it. I've never made caramel before, so this is gonna be exciting. I've heard you can stir it until it starts to bubble, and then when you take it off the heat you can stir it again, yeah, when it stops boiling again. Oh right, another important thing I forgot is when it does start to boil, I'm gonna add a thermometer. And I actually have a candy thermometer, I believe. It's a candy and deep fry thermometer, and it even says soft ball, firm ball, hard ball. So we want to go for soft ball, I think, for my first try. It's starting to bubble there, so I'm gonna insert my thermometer, see what's going on. Whoa. What do I do when this happens? Maybe I should have used a larger pan, or maybe turn down the heat. Okay, we're not quite there yet. I just want to get it up one more dot. Okay, I think the temperature is there, but it's still super light. The color's not quite there yet, but the temperature is, I think. I'm just gonna stop here, take it off the heat, and then, if I understand correctly, at this point I do need to stir it in order to get it to cool down, and at that point it should thicken. It has been about 2 hours and it has cooled down a lot, and I actually think this should work. Hopefully it's not too runny, but I'm gonna try. Let's start waxing. Maybe this is a very bad idea, but I kind of want to start on my face because I'm used to plucking hair on my face, so I'm guessing that's the place where it's going to hurt the least because I'm already used to the sensation. If it works, I want to do like a leg or something as well. I'm worried that that's just gonna be really painful, so I want to, you know, put that off for as long as possible. Just pull back all of my hair. Let's do a nice flower headband. I want to try and do my upper lip. Okay, no, that's definitely too sticky. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. It is delicious though. I think I am being too careful. I think actually upon watching another of those videos, I think it's pretty good and I just need to go for it. But I might need to use a cotton cloth. I might not be able to get a ball out of this, but let's try it. You're supposed to apply the wax against the direction of growth and then pull it out in the direction of growth. Ouch! So I don't know if you can see, but it pulled out like 3 hairs. So I still have a few left, but I can't say it's a complete failure. Okay, wait, so apparently I skipped a step. I need to wet my hands a little bit, grab all of this stuff and start kneading it until it aerates and changes color. And I do think that that's a problem because my liquid is, well, it's not even liquid, it is pretty hard and it cannot be undercooked. So I think that's just the next step and I just forgot to do that. It's so much. Oh, I don't think I need this much at all. Starting to second guess myself here. But the last video I watched said to do this for like 4 minutes, so I cannot give up after like 30 seconds. It's gonna get better, I'm sure. The more I do this, the less I understand last year's slime trend. Because this is disgusting and not pleasant to do at all. Maybe I'm just not a slime person. It's a really pretty color. It's turning like this beautiful champagne almost. Someone said in one of the comments on the videos I watched that you need to be a level 70 alchemist to be able to do this. Just so happens that one of my D&D characters is an alchemist, which means that I'm an alchemist. And I think I fixed it. I put it in a little plastic tub in a bowl of cold water for a few hours, and I think I've got it. I did a little test batch off camera, I'll be completely honest. Here, I don't know if you can see it, but that's hairless. I'm just gonna try again, get this wax out, and hope that it has hardened enough so that I'm able to use it. I'm just gonna use it right away. Spread it out. Spread it out again. Ah! I think, ouch, it's a little bit warmer now than it was. It's the next morning. I don't want to give up. I do not want to give up. So I popped my wax in the fridge overnight. I really hope that works because it worked that one time. Like, there is a little hairless patch on my arm right here where I waxed and it worked. And I just want to replicate that. Hopefully my leg hair is long enough to be able to be waxed. I don't know, I don't really have any experience with waxing. Let's powder my leg first. This is just some rice flour, by the way. And you're supposed to do this so that it absorbs any kind of moisture or oils from your skin. And that should make it a little bit more easy for the wax to actually hold on to your hairs. Wow, that is really hard. Oh, wow. All right, popsicle stick. Please don't break on me. This looks very promising. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I am super nervous, but let's do this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I was so close, look at that. That's not gonna do anything. You see, it's perfect, but as soon as I start working with it, it just melts. It melts right away. This might still work, actually. I just really wanted to use the ball method. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it works. Ta-da! Hair. The wax isn't completely unusable, I just can't do the ball technique. I think if I was gonna try again, because the Netherlands are a very humid climate, I think I need to make a firmer wax. So I think I need to boil it to a little bit of a higher temperature. But I don't think I undercooked it because it did definitely harden. It's just a little bit too soft to do the ball technique. I think I'm gonna just sacrifice an old cotton t-shirt and try and wax my legs for the first time. It's pretty painful, but it's not as horrible as I thought. I might change my mind as I do a bigger area. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. I haven't done my whole legs yet, but I noticed it's starting to hurt more. It's taking a very long time just because I'm not very good at it yet, I guess. It just takes a lot of time to go through all the steps, and the longer it takes, the more it's starting to hurt. So I think I'm gonna just stop now and see what happens. And when it grows back, I might try again and try and do a little bit more. This wax lasts for pretty much forever. I know it can easily last at least a couple of weeks when you keep it in the fridge, then definitely months even, I've heard. I mean, it's pretty much just candy, so yeah, it should last for a long time. It does work. Now that I know that with a wax this soft I can use the cloth method, it's perfect. So here's my leg. I'm not sure how well you can tell, but the skin is definitely irritated and it's red and I have a little bit of residue. The great thing about sugar is that you can dissolve it in water, so you can just wipe it off with a wet cloth, which is what I've been doing. I'm gonna treat my skin with a little bit of oil just to hopefully help it calm down a little bit. But yeah, it is super smooth. I had to go back with tweezers and just get some of the stray hairs, but all in all it's pretty good. So for the strips I have used, I'm just soaking those in a bowl of hot water, which will melt the wax straight off. And again, since it's sugar, it will just dissolve in water, and I'll be able to reuse these pretty much infinitely, which is great. So this really is a super zero waste method. If you use real lemons and bulk sugar, then you're absolutely zero waste on this. And all in all, I have to say I'm very pleasantly surprised by this method of hair removal. It is painful, I will say that, but it is much less painful than I remember from when I used wax strips a few years ago, and I used to have this little like epilator, which was hell. It is nowhere near as painful as that. So this is definitely something I will be trying again. I will link the videos that I found most helpful, the tutorials that I used basically to do all of this, in the description below, because those are absolutely perfect. One word of caution: be very, very careful when you're cooking the caramel or when you're trying to melt the sugar and everything, because that is a pretty dangerous process. It can catch on fire, it can burn. Definitely don't get it on your skin. Be sure to wait until it's completely cooled down before you start touching it. That is if you do plan to try this at home. So if any of you guys are more experienced than I am and you notice something that I did wrong or that I could improve upon, please feel free to leave your suggestions. I'll be very happy to read those, and maybe, you know, we can all help each other down in the comments. But for me, in the end, it took a while to get there, but I think it was a success. I was able to remove my leg hair, which is pretty much what I wanted to do, so it's a win for me. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and you enjoyed watching this little experiment with me. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for loads more beauty and lifestyle content. If you'd like to support me through Patreon or my merch store, there'll be links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. There's another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!